Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to the weekly update video. Today is Monday the 18th of September. This should have gone out on the Friday, and so I do apologize for the delay. But anyway, let's get started with first of all the words of the week. So for our new parents who don't know, every Monday tutors in the tutorial time will share 3 words with their classes. They're the same 3 words from year 7 to year 11, so the whole school is learning the same 3 words. Why we're doing this is just to build student vocabulary, and we also say that if any student uses one of the 3 words of the week in their writing that week, then they will be awarded a merit point as well. So let's start with the first one, which was, so these are the 3 words from like last week. So the first word was insatiable, which means always wanting more and not being satisfied. The second word was lurid, which means to cause shock or disgust. And finally, modicum, which means a small amount. So hopefully if you ask your daughter the meanings of those 3 words, she should know what they mean. And we also share an idiom of the week. And last week the idiom was to have your cake and eat it. To have your cake and eat it. Okay, so moving on to this week. So on Wednesday and Thursday, we are planning to hold a bake sale for the victims of the earthquake in Morocco and the victims of the flood crisis in Libya. So we're looking for students to bring donations. Either they baked it themselves or they've purchased it, that we will sell at break and lunchtime. So we're looking for cakes, cupcakes, samosas, pakoras, any sort of finger food. It could be even chicken nuggets or sort of little mini sausage rolls. Anything we can sell that doesn't require us to have additional cutlery and Tupperware and things like that. So if your daughter has put her name down, because some of the year 11s went around last week, please make sure that that is provided either on the Wednesday or the Thursday, inshallah. And if your daughter hasn't put her name down but would like to bring something, then please do feel free to send some food in. If you're not able to make something, then please do send some money with your daughter, because she will be able to buy something as well. So all the money raised will be split equally between both places, inshallah, Morocco and Libya. So that will be on Wednesday and Thursday, and we're doing it over 2 days because this time we're fundraising actually for 2 places, and I also think inshallah we'll have a lot of food to sell as well. So the other thing also on Friday is the trip to Thorpe Park. So this is a whole school trip. So students will come to school as normal. A couple of notices: they don't need to wear school uniform. They can wear non-school uniform, but I would obviously, it still needs to be modest and appropriate. They still need to be wearing their hijab. I would also recommend really good footwear as well, trainers, something comfortable that they can walk around with. And I would say is that they might get wet on some of the rides as well. And also, if they are wearing an abaya, not to be an abaya which has got lots and lots of fabric, because it can be health and safety in terms of on the rise it might catch on to something. So that's clothing. They are allowed to bring a phone. They're allowed to bring actually a smartphone. This is probably just the one trip that we do in the year that we do allow them to bring a smartphone. They don't have to bring a smartphone, obviously. They can just bring their brick phone. But they will have to take responsibility for that. So if it gets lost or damaged, that they have to take responsibility. We have had a student quite a few years ago, bought their smartphone and went on the ride and had it in her pocket, and when the ride went upside down, the smartphone fell out of her pocket, and I think they had to retrieve it. I'm not sure, I can't remember if they retrieved it or actually just was lost somewhere, broken. So that's a choice you can make. The other thing about food as well, they can just bring a packed lunch. Obviously there's no microwaves or hot water, so it has to be something that they can just eat cold. They can bring, so again, if they bring their packed lunch, I'd probably advise to bring it in a carrier bag, because once they've eaten, they can just throw all that rubbish away. They can also bring some money as well, whether it's for buying some food or drinks, or some souvenirs as well. Again, I do not recommend people to bring more than £10-15, just because there is that risk of getting lost as well. The other thing is the girls will be in groups. They will always stay within groups of a minimum of 4. So for example, if somebody from the group of 4 wants to go to the bathroom, they all have to go together. So this is just to make sure that there's nobody left out, basically. So once we get into the park, students will be allowed to go in their groups of 4. And like I said in a previous last week's video as well, they come back and they do a check-in with us midway, because they will pray their Dhuhr together. And even if they're not praying, they still have to come and do a check-in with us. We will leave the park inshallah I think about 5:30, so we should be back about 6 o'clock, 6:15, just depending on traffic. It's not too far, but we will obviously, once we're in the coach, we will send a message out to parents to give them a rough idea what time to pick them up after school. So that is Wednesday. I'm just thinking if I've forgotten anything. I think that should be everything for the trip, inshallah. Yeah. Okay, so a few other notices as well. So we are an eco school now, alhamdulillah. The green team had a meeting on Friday, and they are looking for 2 new members to join the eco team from year 7. So an application has been sent out to our year 7s. So if any of the year 7s would like to participate in the eco or green team, please complete the application. It's very straightforward. It's just asking a few questions, and then they will decide who they would like to have in the team. And the prefect deadline is today, Monday. So if your daughter has applied, we probably need another week. Mashallah, we have got a lot of applications for prefect, so I need to go through them, and then we normally have a meeting with the teachers where we look through people's applications. If your daughter hasn't applied, so today is the last day. So let's just say today midnight is when I will not take any more applications in as well. So all students have been emailed the application form from year 8 to year 11. So if they would like to apply, they need to complete the application and send it back before 12 o'clock today. Let's have a look. What else do I need to mention? That might actually be it. Next week, actually, let's just say the next week will actually be Sira week. So Monday the 25th of September will be the start of Sira week, with Rabiul Awwal starting inshallah. I will share on here some of the things that we're planning to do, and of course, you know, your daughter will know about that as well. But other than that, I think that's all. Jazakallah khair, and I hope you have a really good week, and see you back here inshallah on Friday. Assalamu alaikum.